Staying with the Liberal leader's first presser for 2018, it was also an opportunity to define the direction of the Moon administration's domestic state affairs for the rest of the year as well. Hwang Ho-jun shares with us his remarks.
President Moon is sticking with his pledge to pursue people-centered policies, declaring his goal for 2018 to be protecting ordinary people and improving their quality of life.
국민의 뜻과 요구를 나침반으로 삼겠습니다. 국민들께서 삶의 변화를 체감할 수 있게 하겠습니다.
The president pledged to create a peaceful, just, safe, and happy society, the sum of which he calls a properly functioning nation. He said he will continue structural reforms for a fair economy and boost the number of quality jobs, primarily focusing on employment for the younger generation by making the issue a national agenda. The Liberal leader emphasized the importance of raising the minimum wage as a way of stimulating growth led by rising incomes, which guarantees quality of life for low-wage workers. He did acknowledge that raising the minimum wage might have the side effect of forcing some marginal businesses to shed employees, but asserted that in the long run, it will increase jobs and revitalize the economy. President Moon also stressed that the nation will soon see its gross national income per capita surpass $30,000 and introduce some key policies so that the people can, in fact, enjoy their economic success. These include reinforcing health insurance coverage, bringing down interest rates on loans and fees for credit cards, increasing the basic pension for the elderly, and helping with the burden of childcare by giving parents a monthly allowance of about $93 for each child under the age of 5. Also getting a lot of attention Wednesday was the issue of revising the Constitution. President Moon said the Constitution, last revised 30 years ago, is no longer up to the task of upholding the thoughts and rights of the people today. He called on the National Assembly to reach agreement soon and reiterated his determination to hold a national referendum concurrently with local elections scheduled for June.
국회의 견특위 논의가 2월 정도의 합의를 통해서 3월 정도 발의가 가능하다고 판단된다면 저는 국회 쪽의 논의를 더 지켜보면서 기다릴 생각입니다. 그러나 그것이 기대하기 어렵다고 판단되면 정부가 보다 일찍 개헌에 대한 준비를 자체적으로 또 해나가야 되지 않을까 싶습니다.
Some parties have called for a vote on the Constitution to be held separate from the local elections, but the president rejected that, noting it would cost an additional $112 million. According to the latest poll, President Moon's approval rating is above 70% going into the new year. He'll be looking to keep that level of support when it comes to domestic issues as well, to prove his people-centered policies are not just empty promises. Hwang Ho-jun, Arirang News.